Angle measurements. So let's try to understand what is an angle. This is kind of introduction to trigonometry, right? So we are preparing you for trigonometry. Now let's understand angle first. An angle is formed when a ray rotates about a fixed point. So think like this. Let's say this is a fixed point and we have something starting from here. So rays which goes in one direction from a point. So that is why we use the word ray here, okay? Rotates about a fixed point means, let's say it's like moving like this, right? And it comes to this position, right? When it comes to this position, it forms an angle between its initial position and this which we are calling as terminating position, okay, or final position. And the angle will be something in between it, right? So that is the angle which it forms, right? So that is the angle which you're looking for. So let's look into the definition once again. An angle is formed when a ray rotates about a fixed point, right? So that is our fixed point. And this is the initial position of the ray, and it rotates about a fixed point like this, right? So as it rotates, it forms different angles, right? So let's take a snapshot. At this point, this ray moved, rotated counterclockwise. This direction is counterclockwise to that position, right? That is a snapshot. And in doing so, it formed an angle. So that is the angle which we are talking about. Now here, different terms which we will be using are: the fixed point is called the vertex. So this fixed point is called vertex. So that fixed point, okay? The ray at the beginning of the angle is called initial ray or initial arm. So this initial, the starting, right? Initial means starting, correct? So that is called, we'll call it initial arm. Right? The ray at the end of the angle is called the terminal arm. So this is called terminal arm. The angle is measured in degrees or radians. So there are two units to measure the angles. One is degrees, the other one is radians, okay? Greek letter theta, alpha, beta, gamma, like this, they've got a lot of Greek letters which you'll find. So most of the time we write theta for the angle, right? So this is T-H-E-T-A, theta. And then we could use alpha, A-L-P-H-A, beta, B-E-T-A, and also there's a symbol called gamma which we can use, okay? Well, we can name angles like you had been doing in geometry so far. So we can name them like that also. So just to give you that name again here, let's say this is our initial arm, okay? And that's our terminal arm. So get used to this nomenclature, okay? And the angle we have here is this. So one way is to put Greek symbols like alpha, beta, gamma. Theta is most common to refer to the angle. The second way is that we can put points. Let's say we call vertex is at position O, and then we call this point as A, any point on the ray which is the initial arm, and let's say this point is B, right? In that case, we can refer to this angle as angle AOB. So AOB refers to this angle. It could also be referred to as angle BOA, right? BOA is the same angle and both are equal. If you write like this, then angle AOB is equals to angle BOA, and it can be written like this, okay? So that's another way of referring to angles, correct? Well, in triangles, if we have a triangle, let me make one for you here. Let's say we have a triangle like this, right? And let the sides of the triangle be A, B, and C, right? In that case, we can refer this angle as angle A, this angle is angle B, and this angle is angle C. So what I'm trying to say is, when I say angle A, so this is for angle, right? So I mean angle A is same as angle CAB, or I could say as angle BAC. Either way, it means same. So that is capital A. So in that case, we use angle A as capital A, right? Just a reminder to you, angle is for capital letters, we use angle, and small letters, let's say the side opposite to A in a triangle will be small a, right? Opposite to B will be referred to as small b, and opposite to C will be small c. So we have kept capital letters for the angles, right? So similarly, you could say, what is angle B? Here, angle B will be equals to angle ABC, which is same as angle CBA, okay? Right. So, and or as I said, you could use the terms alpha, beta, gamma also to write angles. So I could write here alpha for C, right? In that case, I can say, well, my angle C is equals to alpha, which is also equal to angle ACB or angle BCA. Okay, so these are different ways of referring to the same angle. Okay, so what we learned here is what is an angle. So angle basically is found by two set of rays which meet at a point, their initial point from where they start, and that is called the vertex, right? So here this is a vertex. The initial ray we refer to from where it started, right? And the other ray we refer to as terminal ray where it ends. And while rotating, it forms an angle, correct? So this angle which we have seen here is this rotation. Will refer to this rotation like this as counterclockwise, okay? So this is counterclockwise. But if the rotation is like this, like the clock moves, right, we'll call that as clockwise rotation, okay? You'll soon learn that counterclockwise is always treated as positive when we are measuring angles in a different format, okay? And a clockwise is negative angles in a different format, which we'll soon talk about soon, right? So that is, but in general, when we're talking like this, here angles are same. Whether we say ABC or CBA, both are same angles. Both are referring to angle B, okay? So let's be clear on this, okay? So when we talk about angle measurements, we are in general talking about these angles, which we use widely in geometry, analytical geometry, and all such cases, okay? And in trigonometry, we'll introduce you to some more terms. Thank you.